let me give you the difference between DevOps, MLOps, LLM ops, and the primary focus of AIOps, which we are in. Okay, I think DevOps is pretty. You guys are pretty sure on DevOps, like it is related to software lifecycle. Okay, and DevOps people are responsible for CI/CD, automation of CI/CD pipeline, which is related to application deployment, software deployment, and stuff like that. They are responsible for maintenance and observability. We can call these terms observability and monitoring. Okay, monitoring of the workflows which are in this, using different tools in terms of, they primarily work in tools. Like you might have heard of this Jenkins. There's something called ML flows also, air flows. All these different tools are there. Multiple tools are there. They are the experts on that. So DevOps engineer will, their primary skill will be on, working with YAML files, the workflow files, and in even GitHub. GitHub Actions is also a CI/CD tool. Okay, so GitHub Actions. Okay. So observability and maintainability is what and monitoring, that is what it is associated with, and that is what they work upon. Now MLOps. What is MLOps? It is more to do with data scientist people. So data scientist people, they are data scientists along with they are associated with CI/CD and CT, that is continuous training of ML models only. Now, when I say ML models, a generic term, it can be deep learning models, computer vision models, and anything, right? So they are not associated with other software lifecycle. Okay, they are specialized. They are data scientists who are specialized in working on the operations teams of the data science team. So they're not on the development team where they're creating the new model, but they have the knowledge. They know what are these ML models are. Okay. So since they know what are these ML models are, they are specialized on this operations part where they will create these workflows of deploying these ML models in obviously lower environments and the production environments. They especially used ML flow as mostly it is used ML flows as one of the tools. They have the knowledge of DVC, that is data version control. Okay. They use upon, and you can see there's a difference. There's a continuous training. So they generally follow Google CI/CD CT pipeline cycle, which has three types: type 0, type 1, type 2. Okay. So basically, they are data scientists. They have the niche skill of knowledge of machine learning model, and then how to deploy that, because a data science or an ML model or a deep learning model, it follows to specific cycles. Okay, in terms of the stages like data ingestion, data pre-processing, model training, model evaluation. All these are the stages of or the workflow stages. They also create workflow, but they have a niche skill only on machine learning. So I hope somebody was asking, confused with ML ops. So ML ops, you need to be a data scientist first, and then you will be able to work on that, because you need to have that niche skill of understanding the workflow related to the machine learning and deep learning model deployment. Okay. But the common part is they are also associated with the observability and the maintainability, like explainability. Now, if somebody asks why the model predicted these values, okay, so then it will be that you will be able to explain to the business user that this is the reason. So that's why you will have that observability and maintainability there. Okay. Now, coming to LLM ops. LLM ops is associated with AI engineers who are trained on, or LLM engineers, like they are trained on creation of GenAI based application, agentic AI based application, RAG applications. Okay, so all these skills they need to know: GenAI, agentic AI, RAG, MCP based. Now MCP has come up. Okay, and then what they will do, they will also check the observability, maintainability of their stuff, the application, the tools they generally used. You will see Lang flow. Okay, this is one of the tools which is used called Langflow. This tool will help them to monitor and do that observability part on this. Okay, fine. Now coming to our main thing. So once this is, if it is, we are well aware of. Now coming to the AI ops. Who are the people who will work on this? The sysadmin people, the IT support people who are working with servers, machines, local laptop machines. Okay, the IT infra guy. Okay, basically the infra people. So their primary job is to look after the server logs. Okay, metrics, patching activity. Okay, looking after the hardwares and the software stuff. So the entire stuff, their the primary skill set is they are the IT support people who are looking after these things. Now, since there's a lot of manual work is involved, okay, AI can help them to automate few of the things and also augment rather than automate AI to augment, I will say, augment the manual work which they do. For example, finding out the root cause analysis of the issue which has happened, patching activity prediction, when can be done, the spikes, the anomalies. Okay. Now these are very manual stuff which they need to do. Okay. Which they need to provide. So there, this IT support guide, they need to have a two different skill set. One is they need to have of a skill set of data scientist, as here you need the knowledge of machine learning models because you will do some predictive analytics. And along with that, LLM, so generative AI will also come into here. So you can see the difference in AI ops. AI ops here, it is more of the niche skill of that domain where you are in. Here only ML, DL is working. Here specifically LLM is working. Here the totally different thing in software analysis and all. But here you need two skills. One is machine learning skills and along with LLM skills, like the generative and the predictive thing. Because when I'll go to the curriculum, you will understand why we need this, both the skills, because you need these skills for doing predictive analytics along with generative analytics. So they will do both the observability, which is highly important, maintainability, monitoring, okay, along with that prediction and generative stuff. Okay. Now, because of the course is about AI ops, so we are going to focus on machine learning part along with LLM part. Our major two modules will be understand how to create machine learning models, the working principles of the machine learning models, and definitely about the Gen AI. So we have to understand about the frameworks like LangChain and other frameworks which help us to create GenAI based application, which will help us to augment. Okay, let's come to the curriculum. I will give you very high level overview. You can go in depth into the Visualpath portal. There will give you the more much in detailed what AI ops covers. Okay. So as I said, in AI ops, we will start with as basic as Python essentials. Okay. So Python essentials is what we'll start off, because people are from diverse background. You know little Python, you don't know at all Python. So we will cover up that part also. And then we will give you the difference between traditional IT operations versus the AI based IT operations, how it is different fundamentally, what are the areas where AI has come in, will augment the work of the operations. Okay. That we will provide you in this. Then obviously we will simulate the logs, the types of logs which is there, the server logs, types of logs will cover, the metrics which is there. So that this is the data we will generate, and we will use AI to generate the data. You will see the interesting part, and this data only AI generated data of our own system data, and then this data will be used for doing our next of the stuff for understanding the machine learning stuff and others. Okay. Now, once we are doing this, we will next straight away go into the machine learning modules where you will understand multiple algorithms like linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, random forest, SGBoost. So all these are the major ML models which is there to do prediction. So predictive part, we will understand the working principle of these models, and then straight away we will do projects which is associated, because we'll complete the ML module first, then we will jump into the LLM module. So straight away we will do projects which is related to the prediction of system health. Okay, these are the projects we will do. Prediction of the CPU usage, RAM usage, prediction. Okay, there will be other projects like spike identification. There will be other projects called anomaly detection. So these are multiple projects we will do, which is related to my ML part. So definitely there is another model which is called clustering we will do, which is like segmentation, which will help us to do this anomaly detection. So if you see the way we are structured, we understand the model part and then use these data sets, that is my ops data set, IT operations data set, and try to implement in this project to understand these different use cases which is there, how AI will help us. I will also predict the time of my patching. So prediction of patching of servers, when it is time to patch, so that proactively I can plan rather than when the server health basically prediction it will do. Okay. So many use cases will provide here. Now, once this part is complete, then we will move into the LLM part where the framework which we'll be using is LangChain. I'm sure you might have heard this term. If not, then we will understand all the detailed components which is there. For example, you have runnables, like how to execute the workflows in LangChain, the memory component in LangChain. Okay, then you have the executable components in LangChain. So all the different components which is there in LangChain, that we will understand first. Just like here we are understanding the conceptually, practically. Okay, everything will be practical. So don't worry about, it's not a PPT presentation. Everything practical, hands-on, you have to do by yourself. I will guide you with the code and explanation. So all these practically will understand the component, and then we will again go into the projects and implementation where you will see that we will create three projects here. One is RCA generation through AI, generative AI. So we will have one more thing is about the root cause analysis, that is RCA. We will have log summary generation. Then Q&A chatbot we will create, which is related to this IT operation stuff. So basically the use cases, on-call people are there generally, right? 24/7 service. How we can reduce the cost by creating one chatbot or an application where instead of having 7, 8 people in the call, we can have only one people who take the Jira ticket, push it into this Q&A chatbot. The chatbot will give you the L1, L2 solutions basis the basis his knowledge, basis the historical Jira ticket details what we have. So Q&A chatbot we will create. And also, yes, definitely I missed one important thing, prompt engineering. Okay. This is also will be covered because LLM without prompt, you all know, it doesn't work. So the skill of how to write optimize prompt, because prompt is also associated with your cost at the organization level. So that also we will cover. Okay. And all of these, so that is how it is structured. And all of these will be done on Python. Okay. From scratch, we will build our own applications, and this will be it will be on based out of Python. Okay, from scratch. So we will code by ourselves. We will create our own application. The Q&A chatbot front end, we will use Streamlit as one of the web servers. And then at the back end, everything will be Python. So as a prerequisite, nothing is required. So you need your personal laptop to be used for login, because we will obviously do the some installation, some environment, virtual environment will create. As you see, so many projects are there. So you are expected to No, because we'll create some virtual environment and packages will be deployed and all. So always prefer to use your personal laptop. Okay. You need to share your screen because that is how I teach. Share your screen. So it will be all hands-on practical things. So obviously I will give you the conceptual idea, theoretical part. Okay. So you need to share what I do. I generally ask any of the student who is joining. So just share the screen and then rest follow the steps what we are doing so that whatever issues or whatever you can implement in that 1 hour session, whatever we'll be having, it is a 40-hour sessions, right? It is a 40 hours session, 1 hour per day in weekdays, Monday to Friday. So whatever we are doing in that 1 hour, we have an optimum usage so that you can implement that at your own laptop. Obviously we'll get some errors because first time you'll be doing, so that all the doubts, all the you know, errors get basic errors get clarified. Hands on, you get your your hands get dirty on you're creating the application. So you have to share your screen and do that practically. So it is very practical hands-on course. Okay. That is only the prerequisite. No server configuration, nothing is required. We sometimes will use Google Colab where we need little bit of processing. So we'll use the help of Google Colab. This is the online version of Jupyter Notebook. And also we will use obviously Jupyter Notebook installed with Anaconda. So all the things that I will configure in the first initial classes. So don't worry. So that is all about the prerequisites and a very high level of curriculum which I have discussed. In-depth detail, this 40-hour session curriculum is there in their website. You can check per module wise, sub module wise. It is all detail has been given. But the major part, this 40 hours, is that is how it's been designed, and it will be it is good enough to complete in 40 hours. So 40 hours is almost like 2 months, close to 2 months, because 5 days a week and all like that way you can check. Yeah. Even after this, you will have once you are okay with this, once you so yeah, let me put that also so that this inhibition also will get clear. So next action from your side. So first, if you're okay with this, reach out to the point of contact of Visualpath. Okay. They will guide you to do the enrollment. That is very important. You have to do the enrollment. And obviously, when the batch is starting, the timings and all that, they will guide you. Generally, I think it will be the evening time, but they will guide you exact time in the evening when it is happening. But once you do the enrollment, three things will happen to you. So I mean, shared with you, not happen to you. There will be a WhatsApp group. So this is very important. This WhatsApp group is for generic conversation between us. My number will be also there. Outside the class, if you're doing some assignments related to the sports or some doubts you're practicing, you can just share that screenshot and all, so that anything which is need a very quick response and it is very feasible for us, then you will might get a response within that. So you do not have to wait for the, so for example, Friday, then over the weekend you are doing something. You do not have to wait till Monday. So if you have anything comes up, you can quickly share that. Obviously, other communication like no, if you are not able to join, blah blah blah, taking help from each other's, you know, like a group study you can do. So that's for the WhatsApp. This is also lifetime. These are all lifetime. You will get a Google Drive link where all the notes, study material, PDFs, codes, all will be provided to by me, so that you have that all documentation there. You can download it, keep it with your and use that. Then along with that, you will get a SharePoint link. The SharePoint link is about your recordings. All the classes will be recorded. By any chance you're not able to join or you want to revise whatever we have done, you can go to this recording. So these three things are almost like a lifetime. So once you're enrolled, you will be provided. So this WhatsApp actually helps you to quickly check something if you are in the apart from the training hours. Okay. So which actually if you're if you're doing something, you can quickly share your doubts, share your error message, and then there's no hindrance. So that will help you on that. Okay.